Oh, there's no doubt about that. The Góilín has fathered these clubs, because when we went down to lots of these places, there was only one or two people singing, and not long afterwards clubs would spring up around the country, because they'd come to Dublin and been invited as guests, some of the people, like Pauline Sweeney, the wife of the flute player, what do you call him, Patsy Handlin. We know them for years and years and years, and I love her singing, I absolutely adore her singing. And they started a club out there, and when people came to Dublin and saw what we were doing, started clubs around the country, the Góilín was definitely the instigator of lots of singing, and the way they were run, with the order and all that, because they wouldn't have existed. The clubs wouldn't have lasted, as far as I'd be concerned, if you hadn't got the order when people were singing, and it attracted people who appreciated that, and didn't mind, and people who didn't mind going to a club. They saw that in Dublin as well. People who didn't mind going to a club, even though they mightn't get a chance to sing, and they saw that listening was equally as important as singing. It's the same format, and I think it's right. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. And the club has been responsible, I think, for that sort of thing around the country, I didn't know of any singing clubs around the country at the time the Góilín started, and it was only after the Góilín that singing clubs started to spring up over the years, If you're involved in anything, no matter what interest you have, or it was a hobby or a sport or whatever, if you're involved with that many years, that we say myself and other people are involved, I'm talking about 35 and years before that, you're bound to be influenced by people singing. Personally, I never copied anyone, but I admire the way a person might sing their way through a part of a song, and I say, geez, I've learned something there, And but as I said earlier, I wouldn't imitate them. I'd just try and improve my own that aspect of me singing, But I don't take it that serious now, When I was younger, I would have, because I was so anxious to know how these people sang with such ease and meaning, and genuine feeling, and I said, Jesus, I used to say to myself, Jesus, I'd be performing sometimes. I call myself a performance singer, I'm all bloody action. Well, not always all bloody action, but that's my style, and I think it's where we came from as regards to singing and the singing lounges and all that, But I'd always try to learn something, I wouldn't necessarily use it, but I'd be impressed with some person's way of singing a certain song, and say, Jesus, I must do that, But then at the end of the day, you go your own way,